welcome to highlights of the second of the semi-finals, this one between Australia and India. The venue, the Sydney Cricket Ground. So on a hot Sydney day with a perfect pitch in front of them, it was Michael Clarke with the coin in hand. And as it turned out, Michael Clarke with the decision too. Australia opting to bat first. And the two teams, if we look at them quickly, these are the same 11s that got these respective sides through the quarterfinals in good style. For instance, Hazlewood, who's...
Here we go. And a little outswinger to start with. Nice. Nice. Good move into the ball from David Warner. And without perfect timing, it makes it to the boundary.
Normally the Sydney Cricket Ground would be the fastest outfield in Australia. Adelaide's a bit thick and Perth's quite quick one way. Brisbane's big. Melbourne would be the slowest, but this year in the World Cup we've seen it be the fastest.
Oh, it's all right. That's where that gully would be. Graham Smith has now come alongside us. If it's you batting out there, are you nervous, or are they something that don't bother the cricketer who's spent weeks preparing for this day, years indeed?
I think every time you walk out to start the game as an opening batter, you're nervous. You want to feel the ball in the bat, make some good positions up front, share a bit of the pressure with your partner, and obviously you're walking out, you want to lay the platform for your team.
Oh, great stroke. No apparent sign of nerves. Beautiful strike for David Warner. 14 for no wicket.
I don't think he hit it exactly where he wanted it, David Warner. Just back of a length, hitting the top of the bat, but it just goes the distance. It's not very big boundaries at that side of the ground, just helps it. This is a high scoring ground. The SCG just gets over the bar.
Looks out. That's out, I'm afraid. And it's David Warner. Umesh Yadav has his man, and what a man it is. What a moment.
And that's good bowling from India. There's pressure from Mohammad Shami at the other end. And Umesh Yadav strikes. A big wicket. Just stops onto Warner. Outside edge. And an easy catch to Virat Kohli at mid-off. India strike, Umesh Yadav strike.
.12 to David Warner, 15 for 1 here. What a stroke, what a stroke. Stand still and watch the ball onto the blade of the bat. We saw the maker's name there.
Excellent stroke, just a good eye, just trust. We talked about the trust. He trusted his technique. He didn't try and overhit the ball. Watch this, there wasn't a lot of foot movement, but it was more the bat. You see his feet just stand there and just swung through the line, didn't try and overhit it. Excellent stroke, and that's a shot from the man in form.
That's a beauty. That's what Sourav Ganguly wants to see from Aaron Finch, or doesn't want to see, depending on your take.
Doesn't want to see, Mark. And overall, that's a fabulous cricket shot. Pitched up, great seam position, and have a look at that. He didn't try to crash it, just showed the maker's name.
Was in the air, but hit the gap, and that's the shot aside. We'll get there for 4.
He's in the air for a while. I think it was towards the toe of the bat. And Steve Smith would have had his heart in his mouth for a little while. Let's just have a look at the air. Went in the air, but wide of the man. That's the key. And this outfield is very quick.
I think the other important factor for Australia is Steve Smith and Michael Clarke are probably the best rotators of strike against spin. Most of Australia's other batters are big boundary hitters, maybe not as adept at moving the ball around. Great shot through mid-wicket. Picked up the short ball superbly well and punished it to the mid-wicket boundary.
Yeah, good shot from Steve Smith. It was wide, wasn't it? So he had the angle to free his arms and control the shot. Kept it on the ground. Probably wasn't high enough, was it? It was about chest high. If he's going to bowl the short one, yeah, it's got to be up shoulder height, and control it beautifully.
And that's 4 more. That's a third boundary in the over. He's getting a move on.
That sticks all right.
Seems to come off the face pretty nicely. Rushed to that square leg boundary. 2 short balls in the over from Yadav, and both have been dealt with superbly well. Smith really making a statement there.
Well, it's not short enough again, is it? You know, if you're going to bang it in, you've got to make it worthwhile and make it count. So you've got to be up at least shoulder height, and that's, once again, it's chest high, so easy to control.
It was something that I felt the South Africans didn't do well enough the other night, is use their short ball. I thought, especially after the rains. Oh, another one. Great shot. Racing to the square leg boundary again. Finally, there's no chance. Another pull shot from Smith through mid-wicket for 4.
Yeah, that's the hospitality ball.
I'm not sure this little experiment will work too long, but Cole's just trying to inkle out a wicket somewhere, maybe get the batsman to play a loose shot.
The short ball is vanishing to the boundary very, very quickly.
They've got to be careful now, the Indians, because this pitch has just lost a bit of its zip. Once that initial shine goes off the new hard ball, it's just going to sit up very nicely. And the 50 partnership comes up over 55 balls, and Aaron Finch might be a confidence booster for him, that one.
Great punch there from Finch. That's the power the right-handed Victorian's got. A little bit of width. That'll give him plenty of confidence. 27 off 44 now.
Still a pitch from Jadeja. Preferred instead of Ravi Ashwin. That was the other option Dhoni could have gone to. It's just too wide and over-pitched. Finch did well there. That's a good shot. It was short and wide from Mohit Sharma. There's nobody there. Deep point. He had 5 fielders on the leg side. It's just giving him enough width.
Yeah, talking about Aaron Finch's technique, you can see how he stands there with the bat in the air before the ball's bowled. I'm sure he does that to try and get himself to stand up so he doesn't fall over as much.
And that's 50 up for Stephen Smith. It's been a fantastic summer. He's getting a bit of RSI from raising that bat for his milestones. But a fantastic knot. Plenty of time to bat here as well. After 19, 100 for 1, the Australians.
Four runs. Finch has started to wait on the ball now. Use a bit of the pace there. And you've got to give him credit for the courage of this innings. He's resolved to hang on in there.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's missed out on a few just outside off stump. Ashwin not shy of bowling that attacking line, even though he isn't spinning much. He's just gripping, and Finch in the last couple of overs have missed a few and hit the fielder.
And that is a 100 partnership by this pair. It's come in good time, 115 balls. Brilliant, fantastic batting, footwork and power.
And picking up length. Picked up length. When you're in nick, when the bowler lets the ball go, you pick up length beautifully, and Steve Smith is in nick. Wasn't that short at all. I know a lot of batsmen that would have played the forward defence to that, but not Stephen Smith.
There's 50 for Aaron Finch, backing up what Steve Smith has achieved before him. It's come in 82 balls, hit just 5 boundaries. Brilliant. Little skip. That's all it takes to get to the pitch of the ball, and once you're there, when you got his hands, and you can do almost anything. 143 for 1.